Welcome back to Grind Bros.
Yeah.
That sounds like a band that they would play at the new age parties and shit.
Sounds perverted.
Grind Bros?
Yeah.
It takes me back to prom. I hated prom.
Prom is prom.
What's funny, this is gonna continue, this has been like 5 episodes now, is that kids pretend to be like, even in high school. High schoolers are kids, okay?
Yeah, they are.
Even though we're barely removed from it. Oh shit. High schoolers are kids. And kids, as far as I know, are always going to want to be the adults that they see.
Yeah.
But do you know who the adults that we see now are?
Damn. Maybe.
The adults that we see are the ones on TV who are doing the partying and doing the whatever. And that's what they expect from life. And it's very funny because we live in sort of, and I don't want to give away our location, but we live in a place where there's not a whole lot of partying and there's not a whole lot of celebrity.
Oh,
No,
celebrity. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a big city where there's, raves and
No.
there's not a whole lot of opportunities for the kids here to act out what they see on TV.
No. Unless I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
They got it hidden somewhere, maybe. I don't know.
No, it's somewhere, but it's not. What you get a lot around here is a lot of pot smokers and backyard drug parties and stuff like that, which is a completely different conversation. But I'm talking about the celebrity and like the stuff we've been talking about for the past couple episodes.
Right.
Prom, interestingly enough, was sort of a celebration. It was the celebration that all these kids had been waiting for. Does that make sense? It was their opportunity to act out what they had been seeing on TV for years.
Yeah.
And so we had the light show and the dance floor and the pulsing beats and all the lights were out. And I hated it. I hated it. I was not into it. If you watch like movies from the 90s, even, which I don't watch a lot of movies, but just talking about like what television culture does.
Yeah.
Prom is like everybody goes in and there's like a punch bowl and people sort of like
We had a
dance
punch bowl.
We did, but
Guarded by 3 teachers.
yeah. That's a result of where we live, kids bringing in their alcohol and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so it's not the same. It's like that's what, like, if we'd gone to prom in the 90s, I might have been a little bit more comfortable. Instead, our prom was like a night at the club.
But it
And
wasn't.
I was uncomfortable because there were people grinding on each other, and you know who trying to grind on me was not okay.
I mean, it happens. It's whatever. I mean, I don't know. I get what you're saying. I don't know.
What don't you know?
I don't care for it, but I don't have a dislike for it. I mean, I don't know. I accept things a lot better than I feel like than you do.
I mean,
I feel, oh hell. Wow.
Ooh. I recognize that there's not a whole lot I can do about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep your kids away from it, but
Assuming I have kids.
you will. I know you will. You won't be able not to.
Why?
Because that's like that's your fulfillment in life, or at least what you think your fulfillment will be.
True.
I don't know. It's just that's what the kids want to be, and the reason they want to be that is because that's what they see on TV.
Yeah, that's
and the
role
reason
models.
that it's on TV is because it's controlled by people who think that it's cool to be irresponsible, and that's what people want. And so I don't know.
Well, that's the problem is there's not enough family time. Honestly.
Yeah,
So the role models that they're supposed to have are the people they see on TV, because either mom or dad's got to work or mom or dad ain't around. So they see who they see, and then that's what they grow up to be.
Yeah, and I guess you just vocalized what I've been trying to say this whole time.
kind of something you can't really control, I guess. You can, but if you leave them in a room with a box so they can watch anything, they're just gonna do their own thing. That's just all this just is.
It's funny. People are so concerned about their kids watching porn.
Yeah.
Like they like, oh, ban this website. It's got nudity. Ban this website. It's got whatever. But we'll allow them to watch. And it's not that I'm against like blood and violence. Yeah, they're like, we'll allow them to get saturated with this irresponsible behavior. And it's no wonder that when they're growing up, they don't want to have responsibility.
No, they want to be a movie star. They
want that lifestyle.
Yeah. They want to have a mommy or daddy who had a lot of money they were born into. They want to live a life they don't have to worry about.
It makes them resent their parents too.
Yeah.
And then you have this whole disconnect from family. You're having a hard time over there, aren't you?
Well, I'm exploring all the places.
Yeah.
I don't know where the place I'm supposed to go is, so I'm just kind of running. It does. I could see that some cases, which is sad. I mean, your parents, for the most part, assuming they did what they were supposed to do as parents, should be the people you look up to.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I might not like a guy from high school. He grows up as a kid who ends up being just like him, but it doesn't mean they shouldn't grow up looking to their parents. Because their parents are real people with real world experience who have lived life, unlike a person you see on the television.
Yeah.
Who you see their fake life.
That's exactly it. Thank you. The fake. That's the word that I've been looking for this whole time. A life of parties and a life of exclusively devoting yourself to video gaming or anything. Like a life exclusively devoting yourself to one area, no matter what it is. And especially when it's self-entertainment.
Yeah.
Is a fake life. It's not reality. And as far as I know, now we're progressing, of course, towards a society where it won't matter what you do because there will be robots and machines to take care of you and handle everything you need. And as far as like, government goes, the government's taking care of you and doing whatever you need. And so it doesn't matter what you do anymore. But at this point in time, and the way that my belief system is set up, those are not real lives, but that's what people see, and that's what they want.
They want it to be their life,
And I'm not saying that people are terrible, and I'm not blaming them for this.
Oh, people are awful.
Well, I mean, that's a different conversation. I'm talking about in terms of this.
Yeah.
It's just that we're so saturated with whatever we want. You can turn on the TV and get whatever you want.
Which is,
you can turn on,
that's a good thing in some
if it's
ways.
used properly.
Yeah.
Like being able to learn about whatever you want with the internet
is awesome.
Is a good idea in theory.
But when it's good,
when it's overwhelmed with self-entertainment and it's just like
someone trying to make a quick penny. They're trying to fill it with stuff that they know people will watch. Mm-hmm. They'll get them money, like ads. I mean, yeah, it's good to have advertisement because, honestly, there are things that I didn't know existed that I see on the interwebs or on TV. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad I saw that. But it doesn't mean that's what it should be.
Have you studied advertising at all? I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. It used to be, I've seen this commercial one time, where they're selling shaving cream.
Okay.
And this really, it's filled because it's like a commercial from the 50s or 60s.
Okay.
And so you've got this really classically masculine man, this really big chin, he's perfectly clean shaven, and he goes up to these other guys and he is like, you want to be a man, use this shaving cream and you'll get the perfect shave. And so of course the guy shaves his face and all of a sudden his jaw looks really, really nice and shiny.
Yeah.
And of course the women are all over, which is misogynistic, but it tells you what it does for you. It's like, this is a shaving cream that will clean and moisturize your jaw and make you feel nice. And that's what this product is here for.
Yeah.
Nowadays we have commercials that's just a bunch of people dancing around, and then it's like
ADD.
Well, it's a bunch of people dancing around, and there's lights and music, and there's like beer.
It's ADD. This is what
and
it is.
There's another commercial that I've seen, and we may have talked about this before, where the guy's like, you're not going to listen to anything I say, so go look up this phone on the internet. And that's the end of it.
Yeah.
It's like a 30-second spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is so stupid. And then there's commercials for TV shows.
But at least it doesn't eat up your time.
Where you see like a dark screen, and then a title comes on.
Yeah.
And we're expected to watch that. And there are people who will watch that.
Yeah.
But you don't know what products are anymore. It's all about like, and really, I'm gonna use this term, which has a weird connotation. It's mental masturbation. It's just like stroking the pleasure centers of your brain. It's like, oh, that's really cool, or oh, that's really fun, but you don't know what you're getting into
until you actually do it.
And that annoys me.
Yeah.
That's like taking advantage of people. I don't know. There's a whole psychology to it, and it bothers me.
Speaking of commercials,
I just want to be a Pokemon master, man.
The best commercial I've ever seen in my entire life.
What's that?
It was a Super Bowl commercial. And I don't even know. I was a pretty little kid. Like, not pretty, but I was a little kid, fairly young. And I remember the fact, I don't know why I was watching Super Bowl. I think the family was.
Yeah.
And I literally was just amazed because it was, I want to say, I want to get this right before I just mess it up. Basically what happened was, there was a mini fridge, okay?
Okay.
It was a little piddly, it wasn't even a nice looking mini fridge. It was an old, nasty, white looking little mini fridge who came out. And it was for beer, I'm pretty sure. But it was sitting there, and it was another like appliance, a toaster or some other stupid appliance.
Yeah.
And it was like a standoff. And you thought like, oh, the fridge is, whatever, not going to win. And all of a sudden, a giant ass mallet just comes up from behind the fridge and smashes the hell out of whatever the other appliance was. And then he takes the beer and rolls away like the fridge does. It was completely stupid. But it was like you didn't expect anything to happen. And the fact that something just out of the blue like that happened was funny. At least to me. I might have been a stupid kid. I mean, it might have been the reason why I like it so much. Nostalgia. But commercials
really define like
that's
the
all
way
TV.
that most people think.
Yeah.
And it's all TV, but all TV is commercial now.
Time out. What does an elixir do?
That's what restores your PowerPoints.
Oh.
Which you'll need.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of which I need to get rid of because I have no room.
Just everything is commercial nowadays. Except for like PBS, where I used to work at a PBS station. I loved watching PBS, man. The TV was awesome. And I feel like it's jaded me against normal TV now. I don't. What it comes down to, and I'm out of things to say about this, and we've gone on for far too long. It's been like 5 episodes.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is I'm an old fart, and I don't like where TV is at. I don't like where our society's at. But I'm just gonna have to deal with it and try to live my life the best that I can.
Take me back to the sock hop.
Take me back to 1996 when Pokemon was cool.
96?
Yeah, man.
The 90s were alright. I mean,
every era has its depravity. If we were living in the 90s, we'd be upset about industrialization and globalization and the rising gas prices and all this other shit. It's just, and I guess that's part of a good thing is that people are more self-aware now. And
what do you mean by that?
Just there's a lot of people think nowadays in terms of spirituality and soul and other things, even though a lot of people they don't understand. No, there are people who did it before, but it was a very intellectual thing to do, and like people think about it now, but now of course spirituality is confined to quotes that you take off Pinterest, and so I hate Pinterest. I hate everything.
I guess I'm pretty cool gun stuff on there sometimes.
I know, but
see, you shouldn't hate stuff like that. Like, I don't like Pinterest. I have no use for it, really.
I don't hate it. I was just being bitter.
I know, but in honesty, stuff like that, is made and it has become popular, right? It does have a place and a purpose, and it can be used for stuff that will help. It just will, but you shouldn't live it. Like you said.
Yeah, you shouldn't live it.
So that's what I got to say.
Anyway, that's it for this time on Boast Bros. These conversations are ridiculously long for 15-minute episodes. I hope you enjoyed the episode and the long-ass conversation that we had. It looks like Jake is out of Safari Zone, so next time, hopefully progress on the Randomlocke challenge. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching. And we'll see you next time. Hey, they're either ice or psychic.
Either way is not really good.
Oh, shit. No, it's not. This is level 38.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's a lot stronger than I anticipated.